As we welcome you here to Game 2 in the South Australian Indoor Lacrosse League, as Matty Liddell picks up nearly his first ball in box lacrosse. Just runs it down. He's wearing that red stripe which denotes the first-year player. Ryan Stone looking down the bottom there, finding Nigel Wapper as the ball is shot there. Connor McGee, the ball's up. Ball to be won on the outer side here. And Matty Fuss picks up the ball. Just coming back, obviously, from playing box in Canada. Just in the past there, and the ball's gone on the outer side. Matty Liddell in everything now. He can't get enough touches as we are here in Game 2 between the Seadevils and the Brighton Bombers. And we are unfortunately only streaming through YouTube at present. But ball is here. Arlen Lim trying to pick pockets out there. Ball's coming up to me, and that's one for us. No, one for the cameraman. One touch, 0. It's amazing how he can do the camera and touch balls. Oh, that's wrong too, isn't it? So ball to be taken out here. Arlen Lim working his way around. Good pick there from Dad. Dad's looking after his players. And Jack Zuvic just readjusting his helmet. Looks down to Pridham. Pridham looks inside. And there's sticks flying everywhere. They may have mixed sticks up there. So like a Pridham. Look, Stevie Mortimer. There we go. He can play this game. He's just no celebrations whatsoever from one S Mortimer. Gets first one on the board, draws first blood. And it is 1-0 here to the Seadevils with a really, really, really short bench there. I think they've only got 7 in the squad tonight. And the Bombers trying to pack them all in over the other side there at the moment. There's a myriad of Bomber players. Ball in the middle. Just a little fake. Kicks it down there to Fussy. Fussy looks inside to Fussy. Fuss to Fuss. Picked up. Good spin, spin, spin. Wants to get rid of the ball. Ball comes out here to Matty Liddell. He is wearing some bodies out there. Welcome to your first game of box lacrosse, Mr. Matty Liddell. And too long to get the ball over there. So ball will come down in the way of Mitch Fuss. He is wearing Selec's number. Kicks it over to Matt Fuss. The brothers are back having a run around together. And ball here with Anson Carter. He just steps into the game. Misses the handle. Ryan Stone just... a few skills just going on here, and I am joined by one of my favourites, one of the crowd's favourites, one of LSA TV's favourites, ALN's favourites, just general all-round favourites, Mr. Kieran Sandow, Mr. Silky.
Howdy.
Good game, mate, that first one.
Yeah, thank you. We thought we were going to be a bit rusty coming out, but ended up being pretty good.
Yeah, well, you can tell, obviously, there was a few of those guys who have just come back from the Worlds, and obviously, congratulations, did exceptionally well over there, apart from that one game where there were more penalties than there were minutes in the game.
No, we don't talk about that anymore.
Okay, that's the taboo subject, sorry. Just other than that, I mean, you would have gone really deep into that tournament.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's probably the best team I've ever played with, and in offense, it makes it very easy that you can pass to anybody and they can put away shots, so...
And you can see the work that was being done, as we see here. Jack Zuvic just working his way around, kicks it to Steve Mortimer. He's already got one tonight. Yeah. Oh, good save there from McGee. You can see you guys, you know, those guys with that stick touch who have just come back from the last couple of weeks, or 4 or 5 weeks. You know, you still got that bit of touch because, you know, playing at that level, you don't lose it that quickly.
No, and at box, it's so important because there's not a lot of space when you're shooting on these goalies, and if you can catch it under pressure, you're going to get a lot of goals.
So we just had a shot clock issue there. I think there's an advertisement on the shot clock up there at the moment. Hopefully no one's got anything on their device that is showing. I can't even see a shot clock at the moment. So,
beautiful.
Hello, welcome. That was a great look from Mortimer, and Nigel Wapper just gets younger as he gets older. I mean, those two there combined are about 35 years old total.
Yep.
I'm being nice.
Well, I feel like Waps never gets old.
He doesn't get old, does he? I wish I was that age at 21. And you see Stevie Mortimer just popping that through to him. So, and 2-0 here with a plethora of Bombers hanging out of the bench over there. We see the Seadevils well in control here.
Well, it'd be interesting to see how Fussy goes if he brings anything back from North America, or?
Yeah, well, it's good to see him back. Obviously, he was over North America, Canada.
Yep.
Playing in the box league over there. So I'm not 100% sure who he was playing for. So maybe someone can send us a shout out and tell us who Fussy was playing for over there in Canada. Oh, Ryan Stone, and again another big body, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just he's been around, done around, and ball shot. That's going to come off for him. The shot clock's still there. Don't know what the shot clock is at the moment.
Yeah, because they were having a lot of trouble because they don't have a siren going off, so they don't know when it hits 0. So if I sound a little hoarse, it's because I was screaming at the umpires, trying to tell them.
Yeah, we thought there was a bit going on there. We didn't know what the conversations were about. We could see the shot clock perfectly because it was on the television, but we couldn't. Obviously you guys couldn't, or the coaches couldn't.
Yeah.
So a little bit difficult, but you know what? That's a new innovation. Obviously, that particular clock, as the ball just gets kicked into the centre here, looks down the bottom. There we go.
1-on-1.
Oh, great finish there from Anson.
He's not going to miss them very often.
He doesn't miss them, does he?
No.
And but you must have been really pleased. Oh, hang on, we got no goal there. No goal called.
Fair enough.
So he must have been in the circle. So that goal's been waved off. We've got a 2-0 game here. Okay, so that goal's been waved off. There we go. So, and that man you were speaking about before, Matty Fuss, just with the ball. I mean, he's obviously been playing at a really high level of this particular game.
Yep.
So, great screen though, wasn't it? Ball's flicked out the back here. Ball to be won. And I'm sure the Seadevils, well, they'd love to have it in their stick. That means they've got to do a fair bit of work, and with only 2 subs, it's going to be difficult for them tonight.
Yep.
Carter looks down the bottom. And that one could be going over and back. That's going to be a Seadevils ball.
Well, I think Waps is going to be annoyed that he couldn't just play on with that one.
Yeah.
But,
so we've got substitutions happening here.
I was just telling Luke that it's you can play advantage like you can in the field game.
Yeah. So if you, they're pretty much calling every over and back. But you know, if Waps was by himself
and you get the ball,
he could pick it up and go.
You keep going.
Yeah.
So. Seadevils ball here, and we find Steve Mortimer is just double checking something. Double checking the shot clock. Oh, so his phone may have got flat. So that'll certainly affect the shot clock. And I don't know what that's doing up there at the moment, but oh, hello. There we go. The shot clock's back. I thought they'd spun it around and they were looking at themselves. But that's what we get to see, Giz.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I feel like I should yell.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Steve, screaming muck
Steve
for
Mortimer,
them.
He's on the left here, just constantly.
Steve was going to sort out the PA for next week, so the horn goes over the PA.
Beautiful.
Either that or get a big Yui boom, I think.
So Wapper. Oh, that's nearly come off.
It's a reset at least.
And that's going to be picked up. Luca down the bottom there. But Matty Fuss just brings it out, looks up here to Nat Rowe, and Nat Rowe brings it down the court. You've got Anson Carter just floating on the inside there. That one's missed everything. And just pops it up here to Mortimer. Mortimer, as he runs past us, gives us a smile just for a camera action. Great inside spin. Looks over the little BTB there, mate. Just a little too tricky for his own teammates. By the way, what did you think of Jesse's BTB through to the centre there late in the game when it needed to be one? Ball coming here. And that one's going to stay in. You were guarding, I think there were you and Cam, I reckon, were guarding.
Oh,
him.
yeah,
He's a little BTB behind the back.
If Jesse doesn't get a ridiculous outside shot and some sort of one-handed or behind the back, you know, pass or shot, it'd be a strange game.
I was going to say, you can't be guarded by any more class than he was.
Yeah, and he had Cam defending on the receiver, so, you know, can't fault that play.
It is. Woodford kicks the ball out. That one's coming towards us as well. It's going to be an over and back.
Yep, hit nothing.
Hit nothing, get nothing. Turn the ball over. And that clock should be, well, that scoreboard should be 2-0 at the moment. It's currently reading 1-0, but that's definitely a 2-0 game. So Seadevils not having a goal waved off. There's one from Wapper and one from Mortimer, and the one goal that was down the other end has been waved off. Ball to be won. One of the young Glenelg guys, I believe. So we'll find out who that is. It's really difficult. I was going to say, in like these box helmets, a lot of them, like the field helmets I get. Oh, good save there from Connor McGee. Great pickup though. Wherever he is, he's got some skills. And ball is off to the races just here. Steps, looks, and
Shot.
pops
Good
it
shot.
away
Benji Newman it is, boys.
for number 7.
Number 7.
Okay, Benji Newman.
Benji Newman.
There you go. Unlike Ben Newman or Ben Robinson, who was away tonight. He's in Europe somewhere, mate.
Oh, well,
Be nice, wouldn't it?
fair enough. Well, you know, just came back from holiday, so I can't really complain.
Well, true. And did you get to see much over while you were over, or?
A little bit. We didn't really have that much time for sightseeing, but I managed to go to Hawaii on the way back. So
Oh, lovely.
yeah.
First time to Hawaii?
It was, yeah.
Did you get to see much in Hawaii? As
a little bit.
just gets hacked by Ryan Stone. Sorry, mate. So did you go down to the ship and?
Yep, went down to Pearl Harbor and all that. That was pretty fascinating.
Eerie little place. I went there a lot of years ago, as a shot was had there. Did you get around the island much, or just?
I was trying to do as little as I possibly could, to be totally honest.
Which was perfect in that weather over there.
Yeah, it was about 30 degrees, 60% humidity. So
what was the weather like over in the world?
it was pretty much kind of like a Adelaide winter.
Okay.
It wasn't too bad.
Oh, okay.
So low 20s, a little bit of rain, not too much, but we're indoors most of the time,
Okay.
so not too much of an issue.
Yep. Little flick there to the Wap Star. Kicks it over here to Mr. Stone. Stone steps inside Mortimer.
And that's what I was waiting
And
for.
that one's come off, and Jackie Woodford, as he's used to running out of the centre, but Nigel's just going, I think I'm stuffed already. And on the left there, Jackie Woodford.
That's a very good put.
Just
On his
says,
left.
1, 2, 3. I'm used to running from the centre towards the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And Woodford getting on the board, and that's 2-all. And you can see here, I don't know whether you get too many timeouts in the box game, but I'm sure if they were looking at Chris DeMello coaching there, they'd be going, Chris, let's split the quarters up with halves.
Do we get TV timeouts here?
I'm sure that we can work on it. If Chris wants to send us a message, we can try and get LSA TV timeouts.
Yeah.
But so ball in the middle here. Jackson just kicks the ball out against Stevie Mortimer. Benjamin there, just going about his work. He looks like he's got some reasonable skills. Obviously, first-year player, denoted by that stripe on the chest.
Yep, the little ribbon.
He's a long pole.
He's a long pole. Well, as a long pole, he makes a pretty good short pole. So, and we've just got a little bit of rub in his racing over there. There's two blokes who have spent plenty of time together as Lim gets inside. And you see, Mark Bolden nearly wearing one on the back of the head there.
Yeah.
It's a tricky game for the referees as well.
Well, that's sort of, like I was saying, why I'm a bit hoarse, because these guys, sort of their first game reffing, really.
Yep.
So they'd read it in a book, but hadn't really done it before.
I read a few things in books when I was younger, mate. And
let them play, kids. Let them play.
yeah, well, they're not used to letting us just run pick it up, and all the ball's there. You just pick it up and blow the whistle.
and look,
taking it out and
that can
settling
obviously
everything.
be a little bit frustrating too when you're coming off the back of the games that you were playing in.
But we got to understand that they're learning, and the more we sort of tell them and try not to abuse them, the better our reffing gets.
Yeah, look, and it's good to see. We've got 3 referees out here to promote this competition and make it bigger and better. And I was saying earlier in the first game, the field game at the moment has a lot of box elements in it, where there's a lot of those pick and rolls, and you see most clubs having them. As Woodford gets down the side of here again, and Wapper, he's got some silky skills. I mean, I don't know. I've obviously coached a couple of places, mate, but I feel blessed to coach some of these guys.
3 seconds, 2.
As the time is going to run out, and we have a 2-all first quarter, and we are just going to have a break here as Lukey just shows his cricket skills. Yeah, that's none for 70 there, Mr. Luke Keesing. That was none for 70, I reckon, with a ball like that. Hey, I wouldn't mind facing a cricket ball with Lukey's bowling like that.
For 6.
Just quietly. So let's get the other part of the third team here. Like obviously looking smart in those pants, by the way, Mr. Keesing. I'm used to seeing you in shorts when you're running around. Obviously, boys doing a great job in the black and white tonight. They're certainly it's a learning experience for everyone.
Yeah, well, for all three of us, it's the first time. So we got sent the rules sort of, last weekend and asked to look over them and try and know them as best as possible. And we got Dave over there, he's the sensei. So
okay, so just giving you some advice.
Excuse me, he's making sure that we're going all right. So
we were just speaking to Kieran about that, the fact that we've got you guys on board, which is fantastic for the game. And obviously, as we get into it, you'll get better and better and better at these rules. You're not interested in playing this much?
No, not really. I mean, I usually get to the end of the lacrosse season. It's a long season. I just want to have a break, but I'm happy to ref. And no, it's going good so far. So hopefully we just develop our knowledge. I learned probably 20 new things in that last game, and got the players telling me what to do. So that's it's good that we can all sort of get along and do it that way, because it's pretty tough for us for the first couple, and so we'll hopefully iron a few cogs out and get it better. So
100%. And as you say, I mean, we get to commentate it from the sidelines, and you get to see it all the time. But what you boys are doing a fantastic job tonight, Mark, yourself and EJ. So we wish you all the best for the rest of the game, and 2-2. And I don't know, the Seadevils might run out of a few legs here in a minute.
Yeah, I think it looks like they've got a short roster, and the Bombers have got a few more, but we'll see how it goes.
See how it goes.
Yeah, cool.
All right, we'll have fun for the next 3 quarters, mate.
Cool.
Appreciate you spending your time over here.
Thanks,
mate. Mr. Luke Keesing, he is just about in everything in South Australian lacrosse. When you look around, he is one of those really good officiating guys in the field game. Every time I know that you turn up and you see Luke on the field, you're pretty happy to have that officiating.
For sure. He does a lot of that let him play kind of stuff, especially in field.
Yeah, he does.
Tone, we're just having a look at your biggest fan.
My biggest fan, number 1 fan. There's 2 fans here, one for Kieran, one for me.
Hey.
Marty, yours is out the back.
Oh, yeah, we were saying those big fans, they actually make a massive difference.
Yeah, really cool.
Freddie was loving it. He was saying he does not sitting in his own, humidity. So
here we go. Jackson against Matty Liddell. He has embraced the game, because this is his first game ever of box lacrosse.
Right. Yeah.
So he's now gone from just touching the ball for the first time to taking face-offs. Well, through the ranks.
He does take face-offs in Div 1 time.
Yeah, but up through the ranks. So turn, Luca there, and he comes out the other side. So a bit of a spin cycle. Looks inside, looks the other side. Mortimer steps down. McGee screened. Oh, a little pop over, and ball to be won here. Yeah, shot clock 2-1-0. Shot clock's about to run out. Have to turn that one over.
Yeah, good call.
Really good there. So Woodford picks up the ball. And some experience out on the field here now for Brighton. Young Arlen Lim. And Mr. Fuss with the ball. Steps around, looks the other side there. Just running into each other. Looks inside, ball comes off, ball to be won. Steve Mortimer, he's felt enough of this at all levels of competition, hasn't he? And look at the speed of the man.
He's still got it.
He still has it, and that's why he did get the Hobbs Trophy in the State Series this year.
Yep, not surprised.
Yeah, outdoor game with a long stick, so never won it as a short sticker when he was captain of Australia and whatever, but, changed to a long and get noticed, Giz.
Oh, maybe that's the trick.
So how's the body feeling after all the work you've done? I mean, obviously been on holidays and had a couple of weeks away from it now.
Yep, I've been trying to do as little as I can, so all my joints start working again. And
good shot there from.
I just had a big shot, a big bruise from a shot that Jesse
I saw
me
I
in
did
the
see.
Worlds on my right hammy.
Yeah.
And then I had to do something stupid like step in front of his shot before and got me in the left hammy. So,
well, at least it evens it up.
It does.
At the end of the day. So
Painfully
Jack Zuvich with the ball, steps down.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. Some of the people who haven't really played that much, knowing when to shoot, where to move, because you start to see them set picks to the front and, not knowing when to set picks and kind of just stand there and look around. And by the end of the season, you've got a team that actually tends to move pretty well and less big, long sweeps.
Well, it gels, doesn't it? And you see there, I mean, there's a couple of guys who obviously have played a bit together.
Yeah.
And they set a pick and roll off, and Woodford there with another shot, and that one could go. Just the spin gets Matty Fuss there. he's a bit unhappy with that. He thought he had it, but a little bit of spin coming off. So Nigel Wapper looks inside Mortimer, and there he goes. Number 2, Mr. Mortimer. He's come to play, and we have a 3-2 game here. So a replay there. As you see, the ball just comes down to the outer side, pops from the outer side there, kicks it into Mortimer. Mortimer just goes bang, pops it low, and gets his second of the game. I mean, you can't ask for more than that, can you?
No, well, that's how you win these games. Any tight games, it's the little backdoors or little things that the defenders aren't looking.
Ball flicked down into the defensive end, Nat Rowe, and there's Mortimer against 2, 3. Got Luke up the top, looks inside. Matty Liddell with his first shot of his box tournament life, and that one goes wide, so he's shooting at no % in his career at the moment. That's an easy one to get some stats on.
Yep, well done.
Ball kicks down the...
Oh, yeah, there you go. Fit around him.
Oh,
beautiful.
Great finish.
Yep. Do you know Sammy played in the Worlds as well?
He did play in the Worlds.
Yeah, it might be surprising, but...
No, well, he's let 3 in already, and he's...
Yeah, I
haven't actually heard much there.
He knows I love him.
Yes. And goal there from Mr. Williams. Hey, proud dad on the camera. Hey, did you get that? Plenty of that? Yep. So really... Oh, Marty will do that to you. Ball to be won out of the middle, just flicks it back. Look at Steve Mortimer, he's going, I'm starting to run out of legs here.
Well, that's...
Kicks it down here to Waps. Waps assessing what he's got in front of him, and that is young Jackson.
They do have a lot of recruits on the way, though.
The Seadevils?
Yeah.
So plenty to come back for the Seadevils.
Palmers, Robinson.
So you've got the 2 Palmers, the Robinsons.
Oh, almost got him.
Looks down the bottom, looks over, just drops the handle.
Bit of triangle passing and just missed the 3rd pass.
And Matty Fuss, as we see Mark Polden there, just reset that. As Matty Fuss just finds his way into there, and there's the last goal scorer. Dad's still got a smile on his face. I don't know, with stick skills like that, wearing a bit of orange tape, he's going to bluff a few people, I think, there, Kiz.
Yeah, here's a shot.
Oi! Had some of that. Good save, though. And that one's just going to fall out of somewhere.
Yep, I reckon Fussy's gonna learn more and more that he's allowed to shoot a lot more in this game.
Yeah, he's probably been drilled that.
Well, defenders are a bit hesitant to come out at you. They think you're going to do a 2-man game, but you end up being realistically about 4 metres away from the goal with a big screen in front of you.
Oh, a little back BTB there from Luca. That was really good.
We'll just play some beautiful lacrosse like that.
Plenty of rubbing, and there's Dad. Dad's picking up the ball. Toby Raymond.
Yes, good old Dad.
Hey, he's a great man, Mr. Raymond.
People who weren't in that state team don't quite understand.
Don't understand that.
Don't understand my
He's
dad.
just he's a legend in his own lunchbox.
Our dad.
Yeah, and that was almost 4 years ago now. So
wow.
yeah, I know. But we have the tournament in Adelaide this year, mate. Any chance of seeing you twinkle?
Should do.
Should do.
Yeah.
That's good.
I always go, oh, I'm too sore, I don't know if I'll do it, but then you kind of think,
there's
one bit of fun. Oh, I thought he was going to get that one.
It is, because it's about time that SA gets another national title, and the last one we won was back in Adelaide in 2014. And this year, obviously being back in Adelaide, and there's a lot of the boys from those particular things have already signed up.
Yeah.
They've already put their names, so we're just trying to create the team of the century. And I think coming on an Australian selection year too. Yeah. It's always good as we see Mitch Fuss just pop it into Jackie Woodford, who kicks it the outer side of Arlen Lim. And Arlen Lim says, razzle, dazzle, and there's one for the future. Yep. Good pace on the outer side, good ball movement. Yep. And Arlen Lim getting on the board, so we're out to a 4-3 game here, and you can see on the replay, ball just pops down one side and kicks into the middle and pops out there to Woodford. Woodford out to Lim, and Lim just gave a little bit of fake. And Sammy Kilford, that's behind you.
Once you get those goalies moving, especially if you're going, right-handed, going left side of the goal.
Here we go. We've got a timeout to the Seadevils, and I thought they might use these given the low bench. Yep.
Clock hasn't stopped though.
Good work there from one C. DeMillo, because he's just assessing his players, and if they run up and down the floor like that for the next sort of half an hour, they're going to be knackered
Yeah, for
with,
sure.
with a short bench.
Because if you see Brighton's substituting about 4 people every time, so they're almost doing
Yeah.
front door, back door kind of stuff.
They are.
So they're going to have legs all day.
How'd you find the substitutions over in the Worlds? I watched every game.
Yep.
Because I was a lacrosse tragic.
Mm-hmm.
I may have even commentated in my own
Right.
in my own lounge room.
Yep.
There was a few silkies coming out.
Right.
But how did you find all that over there? You know, is there much different
I
than
mean, one side, you pretty much get I don't know,
that?
like a 5-6 metre advantage, I guess.
Yep.
By substituting, and you get a lot more fast breaks, especially because the field's a lot bigger.
Okay.
So it's a massive part of the game.
And what were the surfaces like over there? I mean, obviously purpose built.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they ice hockey stadiums? Or
One of them was.
One of them
yep.
was.
So they have like boards underneath, and then the turf on top.
Okay.
So ice underneath. Because
Yep.
I think one of the Friday nights, like mid-tournament, we went and watched a hockey game.
Hockey game there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was
beautiful.
one of the top of the junior tournament. I think it's that kind of.
Okay. How'd you find
the
that?
Giants. Just really entertaining. Yeah.
Really entertaining.
I've never seen like an ice
proper-
hockey game
proper one?
in person besides maybe the Adelaide Aces.
Yep. Back in the day, out at old Theverton Ice Arena. Oh, there we go.
Good
Nice
save.
feed there from Mortimer. Mortimer just giving that one to Zuvic.
Yep, that seems to be happening every single time. I think the defense has got to use their mouths a little bit more.
A little bit tighter here.
Grab a few more sticks.
So you see Fuss giving the ball to Fuss, who gives it to Pridham.
That's also one of the differences between the new defenders. They don't. They feel a little guilty when they grab your stick.
They feel guilty.
Yeah, you tell them to grab a bit of stick if someone's going to give you a little bit of a cross check.
Yep.
And they look at you like you're lying.
And high there, and there's some heat starting to come
See,
now.
like I said, he's learning. He's got to shoot.
There's some heat starting to come now,
There
but this
you
could
go.
go back the other
Yep.
way. And Mortimer with the ball, fake, and just
Beautiful
pops
play.
it there. And that's his third. And they've got 4 on the board, and we're back to a 4-all game.
He's a very valuable player.
You, as you see there, the ball just saved by Mr. Kilford down there with a rip shot.
Yep. Goalie's
from,
just guessing on that one.
Pops it straight over the top, and defense not getting back there. Mortimer grabs the ball, fakes him left, pops it to the right-hand corner, and away she goes. And
that's Sammy's first look. Is that guy's breaking out for the shot?
And Sammy knows all about that too. He doesn't mind that. That's an assist to S. Kilford.
Ice hockey assist, definitely.
So ball to be won here. Jackson just with the ball. The ball's hitting the deck.
What's he got that? Oh, penalty.
And we've got a penalty here. So Luca's going to sit a penalty for a...
What is that?
he's called him for a slash.
It's a slash, okay. I wasn't looking.
Okay. So that's the second one that's been called. Oh, Rhino got called for one of those earlier in the game.
Yep.
Wasn't very happy about it.
Yep.
Like, at all happy about it.
Yep.
So obviously, yeah, look, slashes are there, and but they probably didn't get called as much last year.
No, well, yeah, you tend to not really want to do.
That one's just under the arm, and he played well over in the tournament as well.
Yeah, he
Sam,
played very well.
Both keepers.
Yeah, well, all 3 of them.
Oh, sorry, 3.
Yep.
Yeah, there was 3 over. there.
Yeah, they all have their own strengths and weaknesses, so it was good to see them all shine.
As Ryan Stone just sits the ball up here, and he's just getting a breath at the moment.
Yeah, he's got 10. He
is sucking them in.
Yeah,
There's 6, 5, 4 on the shot clock. 3, 2, 1 needs a shot.
Yeah, in the corner.
Oh, just pops
Good
it
call.
down the back.
That's a season player. Right
You
there.
can see some just some smarts there, Mr. Ryan
you
Stone.
don't want to take a shot, hit the backboard, and
Rebounds back the other
rebounds
side.
all the way down. And you got to sprint back.
So the Bombers with the ball again, and as I said, the Seadevils doing a really good job, given the fact that they're light on the bench, and when they get their full bench out there, they're going to certainly have some down the bottom corner. Good there from Lim again, shooting. And that one could stay in.
Yep,
does.
Yeah, that back corner is looking very dangerous.
Oh, looks in the side. Oh, that's nearly. There's another one, and that's 2 for the game. And Mr. Williams, hey, we're going to have to rip that strip off, I think. Yep, look, I thought Matty Fuss was just about to do it. And you see here, just pops it over the other side. Arlen Lim, I think it was the other side there, and just
faked him, got him low.
Faked him,
got him to go low.
And
just put him wherever he wants it.
Away he went, and they're back out to a 5-4 game with 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter on what is Anthony Shocker's Munro Memorial round. And
Yep.
One of our really good friends, as we see here, Dougie Brooks, who's still in the Australian under-19 team, so just getting some reps in. Kicks it there to Woodford, who, geez, he can play. I was coaching him this year in the men's state side, and he was just such a great player to have.
Oh, yeah.
You would have played a few times with Jackie.
Yep, he's one of those players you can always count on to go hard and never give in and does all the right things. So,
and even in this game, he just gets the spot like that. Fuss, just bounces that one over. That one's come back to Fuss. 2 seconds, and we're going to reset.
Good
so
reset.
there we go.
Pull it out. Full 30.
Full 30 with a minute 18 to go here at the Blackwood Thunderdome on our first Friday Night Lights in the South Australian Indoor Lacrosse League. And that has gone 5-hole on Sammy, but Sammy says, Mr. Woodford, I've seen that too many times. Kicked it over to Liddell. Liddell, the ball's behind you. He's behind you. He's behind you. As Woodford almost goes behind us. And great camera work.
Yep.
And as Carter, they won't want to give up another goal here before the end of the...
Thought I got him.
Oh, that one has just bounced.
Just
and
wide.
one against the grain here with Stone.
Let's see, is
47.
No, he's not going to...
So we've got 23 seconds on the shot clock. There is 41 seconds in the game clock.
Yep, so what they want to do is get a bit of a reset and get that full 30 so they get the last shot.
So we've got 15 seconds.
So whether they're going to do that.
So Luca just pops it inside, and that one's just oh, that's nearly been played in.
Yeah, also.
And he might have gone, okay, we've got Sammy. Unsportsmanlike. I'm just wondering what the call is here.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that.
So we're going to have a penalty here.
Yeah,
Jackson is going
clock,
to.
though. So
it's going to end up with a stop. Yeah, there you go. Well, we weren't even looking at that either. We were wondering what was going on.
No.
There's obviously an unsportsmanlike there somewhere. We put young Jackson in the box, and that has finished up the quarter. I don't think the Seadevils will be too upset with that.
No.
Given the fact that they'll start the second half in a man-up situation.
Yep.
If they can get the ball, and 5-4 at half-time with the numbers they've got. Looking all right.
Yeah, I think they're doing well to play full 30s because game this close, you want to give yourself the most rest you can.
So we have the, just confirming that. Brighton Bombers are 5 to the Sea Devils 4. And we are looking forward to a really good, given what we've seen already for these 2 games. It looks like box lacrosse is well on its way up here in South Australia.
And like I was saying, as soon as some of these people with the little fluoro ribbons on know what they're doing.
Well, there's one of them out there that knows what he's doing at the moment. He's got 2 goals, and I think he's a hustler, to be honest. I think he's. I'm not playing pool with him. It's his first game. Well, he looks all right for his first game, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Certainly making Sammy dance around.
As we see here, Cam Adams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just get him.
3 years at AFL. Obviously travelled up. Oh, it's his hand up. They kicked off here. But Cam Adams, you watch that knee, mate. Watch that knee.
Yeah, I'm good.
This is going to be the last 10 minutes. You've got to get out of there. We're going to finish by 10:20. You get out by 10:30.
Okay, there you go. All right, so the game is going to be a 3-quarter game. So that makes this game interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, ice hockey style.
3 quarters.
It's called 3 periods, mate.
Yeah.
There's not quarters.
I don't even
It's
say
3.
those words anymore. 3 quarters to me.
Nasty things.
And it's 5-4 here. Have you been impressed with this so far?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
The Bombers with a really big list.
They're out shooting them right now, but Sammy might be standing up in that cage.
Well, you don't like to tell him that.
No,
Do
you tell him that.
No, he'll tell you that.
He was waving at us before saying, "Did you see that?" So.
Yeah. Well,
He actually had an exceptional World Cup. He played really well,
Yeah.
and the pre-World Cup, he probably had the best save percentage out there, so he did really good.
Yeah, we were just talking about that actually before you came over, and
Yeah. Bit late in the
but it's good.
news.
It's reconfirmed what Kiz has already said. You know, like
Yeah.
he did have a, you know, and as much as you don't like to tell Sammy that, you know what, credit is due where credit is due. So.
He did great.
And we've got the Seahawks here in a man-up situation. Just a little bit of rotation. And Luca there just popping a shot. Just hitting Connor McGee straight in the middle of the chest. That is Connor in the cage, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
Connor McGee.
Yep. And Stone on Fuss. There's a foot race if you've ever seen one.
Ooh.
It's a call here.
Running too fast.
Running too fast.
speed
Okay,
limit. There's a
I'd
speed
agree.
limit.
There's a speed limit.
I
There
also reckon he had about 2 seconds
So,
left on that one.
so Matty Fuss needed to put his speed limiter on because Ryan Stone couldn't catch him. And we're back into the... So now we've got 14 minutes on the shot clock. I thought we said we were only going to have 10 minutes in this period, quarter. I don't know. Anyway, we'll make it up as we go along. But it is good to sit here and watch as Waps just pops a shot. That one may have hit Matty Liddell there. And Matty Fuss comes back the other way. Good to see Matty Fuss back in town.
Yeah. He's been playing some senior Bs, I believe.
So
over
who
in
was he
Canada.
playing for over there? We were asking that before.
I do know.
I was
this,
going to
but
make up a name, but I
starts with a B. I know that.
Brunsavona.
Can nearly see it on his helmet.
Oh, yeah, that's on his helmet. Okay, we'll try, and my eyes aren't that good. So Woodford just stepping in. Oh, good fadeaway shot. That ball is going to head back towards Mr. Ryan Stone. The clock will start, and it's still a 5-4 game here. So really interesting where this game is in the balance at the moment. That the Seadevils, if it is only... Oh, great stick there from... That was a great stick there from Brooks, who just stuck it up, but that's nearly just popped over the top. That's not the way you want to level up a game, is it?
No.
So it looks up the top here. Nigel Wapper, he can play ball at this level, and these two have very old heads. Right option, just the wrong side, and wasn't expecting it. And you'll get better at that, obviously, as the games go on, because you'll start to understand how players play. I mean, I think
one back to him.
he said have another shot,
Yeah,
because I didn't.
another go.
You know what? If you're going to shoot at me, shoot properly.
Get my save percentage up.
That's it.
So kicks
Goalies
over
need
here to
that for
Pridham. There's
stats.
plenty of muck there, and
good
good
on it.
save there from Kilford. He's got Wapper on the outside here, but he's got one up the middle, and that is Mortimer. He already has 3 for the evening out of 4.
Yeah, push under him.
Zuvic, just pops.
Good.
And this man has a couple himself. Mr. Williams, look at the speed of him. And Dad's trying to keep up with him. As the ball kicks down the back here. And plenty of experience out there for Brighton at the moment.
There definitely is.
Especially
Got
on
some
at
young
the
fellas
moment.
coming through, but
And Anson Carter in the crease, but waved off, kicks up to Lim, and there's one of those real good up-and-coming young players, Arlen. Again, he shows a lot of promise in this game.
one of my favourite players to watch.
Yeah, I must say, I was lucky enough to coach him in the state team this year, and you know, for a young man coming off an under-18s tournament to hello.
Take that orange tape
I
off.
was going to say the only thing
Surely.
orange about that was the heat coming off the ball.
There's got to be a 3-strike
That is
policy.
that is number 3. I reckon if you get 3 in your first game, that tape's got to come off.
Exactly.
Because that had some serious heat on it. In fact, those fans nearly stopped working up above us.
Yeah,
He's come to play, hasn't he?
certainly.
But
has.
he's always been a good stick handler. What's the tape? The tape's just saying, look at me, I think.
Matches the helmet.
Maybe.
Nicely.
Here comes the ball. It's coming our way. I nearly got
Jackson
it.
Stock.
Jackson Stock running into his own man in a
Evan
Mr.
Locke.
Fuss.
Yep, didn't hit me in the head. That was good.
I thought I was going to get a touch then,
His stick went between our heads.
but wouldn't have hurt mine.
Kids would have got
Would've
his
hurt
first
yours.
touch for the night. Would have been nice.
Yeah, I already had 2. I've had 2 touches on. Almost got rubber poisoning on my skin at the moment. Looks inside to Fuss. Fuss looks inside as Mortimer picks it up. And he gets a little hook, but runs it down the field. He's already got 3. Can he get 4?
One-hander. Oh, he's got
that's
it.
Gone.
He's
Hello.
oh, cool crease.
Oh, waved off for
No
the crease.
way.
You've got to
They're
let
gonna
those
call
special
that.
ones go, don't you?
If not for the replay, you
It's
know.
like the replay is the replay. And anyway, Mark Polden was right on where he should have been there and saw plenty of it. But Steve Mortimer certainly going about all clear. So we've got an all clear from behind here watching the replay.
There you go.
And it is what it is. But, you know, and that one could come back the other way. No. So there's 9 seconds left on the shot clock.
Good
and
screen,
good
good look.
good save there from Guildford. Lim Just been told to hold it. We've still got a 6-4 ball game here. 9 minutes to go in this third term. And Carter just popping one off. That's going to be over and back.
Yep.
And ball heading down. And if Wappa can get down there quick enough, although he says Jack Woodford's a little bit too smart for that.
Blow it.
I was a little bit slow on the whistle there.
Yep.
But again, you know what? As it goes on, these guys will get used to this. And good look there.
They've done good for their first night, the refs.
They really have. As the ball kicks down into the Bombers' offensive end, Prudhomme has the ball. It's coming on. We've got Carter. And the first looks, great pick off.
Beautiful catch.
Hey, is there anything this man can't do apart from outrun one Matt Fuss? Because Fussy got well down the court then, didn't he?
Nice
Looks
give.
inside. Oh, pops it low. And there's a shot from Benjamin. The ball is going to come back though, because Luca just hanging back in the back line. And Luca will bring it into the offensive end for the Seadevils. So when the Seadevils get their full squad back, it's going to be a really, really competitive, as a shot had there, that's in the knee. So Connor McGee just leading it out. It's going to be a really interesting year this year with the 5 teams. So obviously, East Torrens still yet to play. They've got the bye this week.
Yep.
And Jack Woodford, the evergreen Jack Woodford, just does special things.
There you go.
And
Nothing too flary,
just makes him look easy, doesn't he?
makes it look very easy.
He's a workman.
I love it.
Yep, and the tool of his trade he uses very well. So 7-4 here with 7 minutes to go. And is that the little nail in that coffin of the Seadevils for this evening, or have they got something to come back the other way? Jackson Stock, Steve Mortimer, and a little trip there, trying a bit of tunnelling on their own. Players get reported in footy for those these days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, nice look.
There we go. I think a lot of Brighton young'uns are knowing to pass it across the crease, get that goalie moving.
Yeah, and they do it in the field game,
Yeah, well,
They
that
do.
certainly helps.
just like you guys did this year. Those first couple of goals in that grand final where you found Liam Hood on the other side. Just pop, 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 keep moving it.
Never get tired of seeing Liam do a big old crank.
Oh,
left side.
the second one he got in the grand final, the lefty crank, was as good. But Perham the other end, I was watching the replay of that. Actually, I was coming, I'll tell you, I was actually watching that game. I came back from Perth today. I flew back in at about 7 o'clock before I drove straight here. And I was actually watching the Burnside Brighton grand final on the way back and just have a good look at.
It's a good watch.
And there was some really good passages of play right through that game.
Yep.
So the ending
Yeah, just
looked very excitable.
Oh, do you see Lambo's crease slide?
His
knee slide.
That was epic.
Look, hey, I saw Lambo's 3 goals and his celebrations. I tried to get him to celebrate out here tonight, and he gave me the little pistol. So
He did do
he
that.
did,
I
yeah.
saw that.
We
I
pumped
nearly
him.
sent
We
one of my
pumped
guys out to get him after that one.
No, we pumped him. I pumped him here, and I said, I want to see a Lambo celebration. And he turned around to the goal, and he went, and I said, well, we've got to do better than that, mate. I
Yeah,
said,
well,
this is
you know
box.
how you stop him celebrating? You don't let him get a goal. So
Yeah.
you guys didn't do that.
Yeah. Anyway, so I might have set him up then,
Yeah.
Cam.
Nah, he didn't get a...
Because he got another one after that, didn't even celebrate. I thought maybe he said something after the celebration. Okay, ball going towards the Seadevils' end. So Steve Mortimer with the ball.
Yeah, last 5 minutes.
Over to Luca. Mortimer just trying to clear space for him. Steps down inside. Looks up. Nothing there. Good, just a little bit of rubbing his racing and a good little pick off. And here we go. I reckon Fussy's going to nail this one.
Yeah.
Sammy's had too much
Taken around
practice.
him.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
there he is.
Yeah.
Little top right hand shoulder action.
Yep.
And again, it wasn't going to be that long before Matty Fuss brings those skills that he learnt back. And right there, just made Sammy move only that little bit. Knew where he was going to put it and
That's all
popped
you
it
need.
home. And in a blink of an eye, it's 9-4.
Yep, I think the bigger bench is starting to pay off.
Yes, most definitely. So but we look forward to seeing what the Seadevils have. Obviously, Mikey Forbes' birthday tonight, 30th, so there's a few people out there that aren't playing tonight.
Right, okay.
And there's a couple of other people away, so I think they'll get a fairly decent bench coming back. And
yep.
Yeah, so next week, who have you guys got? I haven't had a look at the program.
To tell you the truth, good question.
So there we go. That was me setting you up.
Yeah.
Because I haven't looked at it either. But we look forward to bringing you all the action here in the South Australian Indoor Lacrosse League throughout the season.
Yep.
Good save there from Kilford.
Good reset. Oh, no, not a good reset.
And Jack Zuvic just uses his feet to kick it down the... And Dougie Brooks says, I got that one. Gets it over to Nat Rowe. Nat Rowe with a bit of a pick inside from Carter, but not to be. Good pick up there.
Oh, yeah.
And just flicks it out to Mr. Pridham.
Yeah, that's another rule that some of the new players need to learn, is that if you lose your stick, you can keep playing. It's not like field.
We saw that before with Cam Semler, and he was just guarding as if he was going to just tackle someone.
Yep.
And it was a good look.
Yeah.
As Mr. Mortimer just brings it down into the offense, looks inside. Oh, the little twatter. Hey?
So close.
Jack Zuvic. I've been teaching him that at Sturt.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't work, did it? But
Hey,
it
look,
looks
you
sweet,
gotta try
Mr. Zuvic. I like what you've done there.
When you're, this late in the game, you've got to try those things.
9-4, 3 minutes to go, and if that comes off, you...
Goalie's not seeing it.
No one's seen it.
Yeah, don't matter who you are.
So, ball down the back. Oh, he wants another one. Oh, he just gets a piece of that. Steve Mortimer says, yeah, we've seen that shot before, and I'm a defender now. Steve Mortimer, right, defender. Used to picking those things off now with a long stick.
He is, yeah.
So Luca comes down, steps over the halfway line. There is just on 2 minutes to go here in the third term, and 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Looks up.
Oh, good look.
Ball to be won. And we see there, good pick. Looks inside. Fuss again. And Fuss again. Same spot. You could have just about put those replays together and it would have looked exactly the same.
Yep.
Deja vu?
Very much.
It's all a mind game.
It is a very much a mind game.
Do you change it up?
No.
Stick with a good thing.
Hey, if it works, because at the end of the day, Sammy then goes, I think I'm going to go that side.
Yeah, you're going to change it up now.
Yep. So Woodford against Mortimer. There's a good matchup.
Yep.
And Woodford just wins it. But gets down. 10-4 here with a minute and a quarter to go. In Friday Night Lights at the Blackwood Thunderdome. I'm lucky to have two Aussie guys sitting next to me in commentary, in Mr. Kieran Silky Sandow and Mr. Cam Adams, who have just got back not long ago from the World Boxers.
Oh, good look.
And
that's a reset. All good. Yeah, see, these guys are relaxing, thinking it's a turnover. They just pick it up.
They pick it up. They're yelling at him.
Yeah, they're already wasted 5 seconds.
And there is only 49 seconds left.
Yep.
So looks inside. Woodford. Woodford just gets Guildford again, and all of a sudden started to look like Swiss cheese down there.
Yeah. And with this running clock, that's probably the last play. You might get a face-off.
Yeah, they've taken about 28 seconds to get reset for the face-offs.
That was nice for us in our game.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Well, I like the...
There was a man up. I thought they were never going to blow the whistle.
But there was a stop clock there at 6:06 in the third, which seemed to go for about 4 minutes to work out what was going on. As Jack Stock just picks it up, and you don't want to wear some board action here. Looks inside. Oh, good save. Good chicken wing.
Yeah, 3 seconds.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Fussy will fire. Oh, no goal. Luke Keesing has waved it off.
It'll be filthy.
Filthy, but that one gone 5-hole right there.
Yeah.
And we have an 11-4 ball game.
That's a pretty good fight from
and
Devils there.
due to time requirements, that is going to be it. So, but again, at 11-4, I suppose, given the situation of the game. Short bench, that's probably a just score at the moment. So well done to the Brighton Bombers and also the Seadevils for a really good, well-fought game. As I said, it was only that last sort of little bit where they ran out of legs a little. And obviously the first game tonight was an absolute cracker. you know, down to the last minute.
I think you're going to see a lot more of them with all 5 teams pretty much coming in pretty strong this year.
Yeah. So who do you reckon your player of the game would be there? This is the big stuff we get to pick.
With this one, oh, I'm sort of, yeah, it's a hard one.
Hey, see, now you know why my job is so difficult.
I'm going mine straight up, Jack Woodford.
Jack Woodford, yeah. Memorial medalist. See, I like what Matty Fuss did.
Yeah.
I think he brought a lot in, and he brought, you know, but Jackie Woodford obviously ended up with 3, I reckon. Tonight,
3 or 4.
3 or 4. And I think, you know, I think Waps on the other side did a good job. I think Mortimer did a great job up against it.
Morty was up and down the line a lot.
So. Yeah, Sammy saved a lot of goals until it was all sort of one-on-ones.
It did, and we'll assess and Jack Woodford. Only because he's a memorial medalist at the moment. He deserves everything he gets.
Yeah,
he does.
There he is.
He does. So, and here he is, the memorial medalist himself. Just can't get enough. Can't get enough lacrosse at the moment, Mr. Woodford. Just a couple of lazy little ones there, mate.
Yeah, they're not snagging a few, I guess.
How did you find that after a couple of weeks off?
Yeah, it's been a big couple of weeks on the a few big weekends, but it was good to sweat it out a bit.
It was, and obviously the Seadevils with a shorter bench, they kept with you for a fair bit.
Yeah, I mean, Morty's always going to run up and down pretty hard, and Rhino's always going to be lazy and sit in offense, so you got to make sure you're keeping on your toes, don't you?
Well, I like the call there where Matty Fuss sprinted down the thing and Rhino was coming behind him. And he forgot to put his speed limiter on, so they pulled him up and turned the ball over and gave it back to the Seadevils. I don't know what went on there, but it looked good.
Yeah, no, it was good.
So, so good start to the box season.
Yeah, we're a bit sloppy early, but I guess a lot of guys are fresh to it, so you got to hopefully they come into their own as the season goes on, and the young guys get better and pick the box game up a little bit, I guess.
And obviously one Mr. Williams over there, who's got a little bit of orange on him, mate, that might lose that next week.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can, talk him into field season, I reckon.
Don't worry, I mean, with stick skills like that, look at him.
Orange tape off,
your dad's already got enough footage of you, mate.
Yeah, I reckon he should have been over again the interview.
We thought about it. But,
I reckon he would have been the pick, mate.
Yeah, no, look, he was certainly in his first game.
He would have if he wasn't wearing the orange tape, mate.
Yeah. You got to do your apprenticeship, don't you? You can't just jump straight in.
You can't get BOG first.
That says leave me alone, so then he got 3 goals because of it.
So
he did well.
But the Blackwood Thunderdome has seen there, and obviously the time ran out there, so we didn't get a 4th quarter. You won't be that upset with that, I wouldn't think right now.
At least we get to bed before midnight, which is nice.
Well, it's all right, because I've just come off Perth time, so I'm still 2.5 hours behind, so it's ready to go out now.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit weird having a nap and then playing lacrosse, isn't it? But well, you get that.
It is. So, all right, we'll let you go, because that way you can get home in time. Great job tonight, mate, and again, great job on the memorial medal. All over that,
Jack.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here at the Blackwood Thunderdome. Big thanks here on the camera. Look at this. This is us.
Not bad.
Look at this. It's like good, better, best. No, good. Yeah. Anyway, thank Cam Adams and Kieran Sandow. Silky, do you like that nickname?
Oh, look. You're going to keep calling
He
him
loves
that.
being called Sandow.
Yeah, Sandow.
He really enjoys that.
No, that's why I call him Silky.
Sandow.
Because, dyslexia, verbal. But Silky's it. So, look, on behalf of us, and thanks to the very proud dad on the back of the camera here, Christian, and Marty Baker, and obviously Matty Liddell with his first game as well. He was wearing an orange tag, knows what box of lacrosse is all like. We look forward to seeing you next week on Friday nights live at the Blackwood Thunderdome for round 2 of the South Australian Indoor Lacrosse League. And until then, stay safe, and we'll see you next Friday night.